Hi there, I'm Coach Tanner, and if you're watching this video, it means that you have committed to joining one of my groups for fitness and accountability. And so I would just want to welcome you into that and just go over a few things to make sure that once we get started, you're ready to go. And so the first thing we want to make sure is that you actually have the stuff you need for the challenge. So we need to make sure we get our order placed if you need to do that. We, Beachbody on Demand, they say it takes a couple of days to get your account set up. In truth, it's usually ready right away, but you would want to make sure that you do allow time just in case. So, but the big thing is shipping. It takes 7 to 10 days for Shakeology to be shipped, and so you want to make sure that you are on top of that. Also, you want to make sure you have time to familiarize yourself with your program. So especially if it's a program that you're doing for the very first time, you want to make sure that you have time to go through the nutrition plan and get that sorted out and ask any questions that may come up due to that. You want to make sure that you are familiar with the workout calendar and all that. So, and if you're getting on Beachbody on Demand, that can be a little overwhelming because there's like 50 programs on there. So you want to have time to choose the program that's right for you, and I'll help you do that. So if you're not sure what direction to go with or what would be best for you, let's talk about it, and depending on what your goals are, what equipment you have to work with, what time frame you have to work with, that's gonna make a difference on which program will fit what you need. And so I can help you figure that out. So that's the biggest thing is get your order placed. I would do that. Well, if you're watching this video, that means that I want you to do it soon, like today or within the next couple of days, so that time doesn't press in and make it hard for you to start the challenge. The other thing is make sure you have equipment on hand, okay? Several of our programs require 0 equipment, but even then, you want to make sure you have good shoes, towel, water bottle, stuff like that is great to have. Many of our programs do have some equipment, some more than others. So you might want to have a mat of some kind, a yoga mat or a jump mat or something like that. A lot of our programs need you to have dumbbells. Some of them require either a pull-up bar or resistance bands. There's the agility markers for Shift Shop and some of the other programs, Sandbag. So there's all the potential for these different equipments that we can use, and you just want to make sure you have that lined up so that when it comes time to do it, you're not, oh great, well I don't have dumbbells that I need to do that. And so again, I'll help you out with that. If the equipment is going to dictate which program you choose, then we need to talk about that. Or if the program that you choose, you're willing to get the equipment for that, you still need time to shop for that and stuff. So then the other thing I want to talk about is start carving out your schedule now. Okay, figure out when you're going to do your workouts, because that, how many of us have had fitness equipment that just sits there gathering dust? We have the equipment, but what we haven't done was carved out the time. And there's not magically going to be time in your schedule to work out if that's not already something you do. You're going to have to intentionally schedule a time for that. And I would put it, however you do your schedule, but make it a non-negotiable meeting or date or whatever, however you want to look at it, but something that cannot be intruded upon. So, because if you allow that, if you think, oh, well, I'll squeeze it in after, as sometime in the afternoon whenever I have time, you won't have time. That's how it works. And so be disciplined about setting a time and making that time sacred. That's a big part of the difficulty of completing a program is fitting it into our finite time that we have in a day. But it definitely is worth it. The other thing I would say is, you probably already have an idea, but make sure you know where you're going to work out. Okay. Make sure that you have space available, or that it's not a pain. If you have to move 6 pieces of furniture and the TV just to get a workout in, that's gonna make it more difficult, because those are obstacles in the way of you getting it done. So, but you got to do what you got to do too, right? So so there's just those 4 things. Okay. Get your order placed, get the equipment that you need, get your schedule lined out, and get your location lined out. So I look forward to this group, and I'm excited to see what your goals and your results are. So love you guys. God bless.